Good evening. I'm Juan Salgado, Chancellor of City Colleges of Chicago, and I'm excited to introduce the digital launch of Innovation One at City Colleges of Chicago. I would like to extend a special welcome and thank you to Apple Community Education Initiatives for their support of our amazing new learning spaces. I would also like to welcome our City Colleges colleagues and thank them for their continued dedication over this most challenging year. I want to extend a personal welcome to all of the learners who have participated in training through Innovation One. Thank you for your work. Innovation One and its satellite sites are designed to continue City College's mission to deliver exceptional learning opportunities and educational services for diverse student populations in Chicago. Innovation One sites will be strategically situated throughout our city at Truman College, Olive Harvey College, Kennedy King College, and Arturo Velasquez Institute, a satellite location of Daly College. This strategic investment allows city colleges to support the development of educators via access to state-of-the-art technology and training initiatives addressing the digital divide. I'm especially delighted that Truman College's designation as a Hispanic-serving institution situates Innovation One to serve those whose access to technology is disproportionately affected by systemic inequalities related to race, ethnicity, language, and immigration status. Thank you for coming this evening. I look forward to meeting you all during our official launch this fall. I will now hand the program over to the Innovation One team.
Welcome to Harry S. Truman College, the northernmost city college of Chicago and home to the Falcons. Truman College is home to the Innovation One Education, Technology, Training, and Resource Center. This hub houses the Training Lab, which has IMAX and built-in cameras for in-person, hybrid, remote, and flex instruction. This space is designed for classes, small groups, and presentations with intentional space for learners to watch and learn from each other. The instructional technology allows for instructors to simultaneously broadcast remote instruction while teaching in person. The Community Hub serves as a one-stop shop for digital and English literacy. It includes IMAX for individual use, a group meeting space, and an institutional training space for group meetings. This space is designed for community partners who will be able to use this space for events, trainings, and education. The studio is a theater-like space that allows educators to live stream or pre-record instruction. It also allows learners to present audio and visual projects The Discovery Bar is a professional collaboration space where tech specialist learners can develop career skills and collaborate with each other. This space is designed to mimic a technology work setting and to encourage career readiness. The Device Loaning Lab is a space in which learners can check out iPads and MacBooks for learning around and off campus. The podcasting studio has state-of-the-art AV equipment for learners to record and stream podcasts and blogs. The space includes a range of industry standard equipment to encourage learners to learn and share their technical skills. Thank you for digitally touring Innovation One. We hope to see you in person soon.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Digital Innovation One panel discussion. Today, it's all about the Educator Spotlight, building educators. We are live here at Innovation One Podcast Studios With my main man, we have Mr. Ken Freeman. How you doing today, sir?
Doing good, doing good. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us on this platform. We thought it'd be important, man, that we get in front of you and talk to you. You played an integral role in this pilot program here with Innovation One, and we're going to dive right in. Tell us a little bit, Ken, tell us a little bit about your experience in teaching and the coding concept to CPS educators.
Well, I've been teaching in CPS, I think going on my 20th year. That's either this year or the next one. And in the last 5 of those years, it's been computer science and coding to students, and then started branching out a little bit about 3 years ago to include teachers through Truman College. So I'm a big proponent of coding, computer science in schools, and teachers, I think, are the driving force of that. So the teachers don't bring it, the students won't get it. So
absolutely. Thank you so much. Are there any unique benefits to educators in learning this Swift language?
Well, I think they get to experience what the students will experience, right? I think we're most powerful in teaching when we've gone through it ourselves. And so what I like about the Swift curriculum and any curriculum is that you do it. And when I teach teachers, I'm going to teach you exactly the way it would be taught to a student. If you're struggling, I'm not going to come over there and rescue you. I want you to think through it, because there's a lot of learning in the struggle. And so I think that's the key. It's you're learning the language yourself if you don't have any prior experience, and you're learning it the way students will. So I think that makes you a better teacher when it comes that time.
That's an amazing concept. That's that hands-on approach, so that when you get into some differences in the classroom where a student's not understanding, you can, as an educator, you can kind of revert back to when you struggled a little bit and think about the steps you took to kind of move forward. That's an excellent concept. What are some professional development topics related to educational technology that you think would support CPS teachers, Mr. Freeman?
Well, certainly, I think the first one, which I think we are doing, is an introduction to computer science, right? I mean, that's sort of a broad overview of what this field is all about, the hardware, the software, and the systems that come together really to solve problems. And so from there, I think is when you can sort of deep dive into some specific areas of that. Coding is one area, design is another area. So I think I would say that starting with that introduction, a good introduction, because sometimes people misconstrue learning how to code with learning about computer science. Learning how to code is part of that. It is a big part of that. Software powers a lot of the hardware that we're using today. But I think as you begin with students or teachers, it's sort of a step back with, well, let's look at this holistically. How does all this fit together?
That's excellent. So what I hear is there's a basic approach to this all. And from there, you grow in the concepts and the different opportunities via coding, design, things like that. And once again, you're learning on your end so that you then take it back into the classroom. I think programs like this are phenomenal. All the way up from you working with the educators to the educators taking it back in the classroom, and then this program being able to provide that equipment for teachers to bring. It don't matter the zip code at that point, right?
No, not at all.
Right?
No,
because now we're really digging into that digital divide, right? What you say?
It's about capturing the interest. Doesn't matter where you live. If I don't get you interested, then you're not going to do it. But if I can hook you, if I can get you to see all the things you can develop, create, and design, either working with people for a company or as an entrepreneur, that's really, I think, that it's like infectious. And if I can achieve that, that's what I try to do with students and teachers. If I can get you to something about it to resonate with you, you're more likely to continue to explore it beyond me.
Spoken like a true educator, Mr. Freeman. Finally, take us home. Tell us about your upcoming summer coding concept course.
All right. So what I think what's happening at Truman is a boot camp style thing. I think that they had some requests from teachers where they wanted to do a deeper dive, and they wanted to get it, more quickly. So I think we're going to try to do a 2-week deep dive into the basics of the Swift programming language with Xcode, and I was hopeful if we were able to do it on site that we really could get that connected to some physical devices. It really comes alive when you're building iOS and iPad OS apps. It really comes alive when you can have a physical device and you're seeing on that screen what you built on that Mac. So, but in the absence of that, because during the pandemic we couldn't do that. So we kind of did the next best thing. People had their own at home. They did some things and showed that they could. But one of the things that's built into the system is a really good simulator application set where it shows you what on screen what an iPhone and iPad would do in software based upon some of the design and coding that you've done yourself on a particular app. So
excellent, man. I'm excited for the educators. I'm excited for you. You're doing a wonderful job. From everything I hear, you're doing an absolutely wonderful job. And in order for us to continue to grow in this 21st century and going forward, right, we have to embrace this technology and really begin to understand it in and out. We want to thank you, Mr. Freeman, for joining the platform today. This has been the Educator Spotlight. We have my main man, Mr. Ken Freeman. We are live. Innovation One podcast studio. We want to thank you, man. I know you got to get back to teaching today.
I do.
But thank you so much for the platform, and you have an absolutely wonderful day.
I am a fan. Thank you. Talk to you guys soon.
Thank you, sir.